Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And this week I'm super excited because I finally got accepted into a nursing program. I know last week I made a video about being rejected from 2 programs, but luckily I have been blessed and accepted into a program in Indiana. So the program is 16 months and it is an accelerated bachelor's program, which means I will get my bachelor's in nursing and be eligible to take the NCLEX, which is the board exam to become, like, after you pass the board exam, you become a registered nurse. So I'm super excited. So initially I was supposed to start in January, but after talking to my school, they told me that my degree will not be on my transcript until the 3rd week of January, and my final grades won't come until the 2nd week of January. So this really put me in a tough spot because the school starts the 1st week of January, and I would have to have all of my documents in and proof that I graduated and everything in before the program starts. So obviously that's not going to happen because for some reason these schools take a million years to process everything. So now I have to get pushed back to the May start, which is the summer start. So this, like, at first I was like really upset about it because like I really wanted to start like literally right after I graduated, but now I'm realizing like if I were to start in January, I would only have 2 weeks to find an apartment, move, get my stuff together and everything, and that's just literally impossible. So it's definitely a blessing in disguise. So starting in May, I will just, like, since I'll be starting in May, I get to have a break for a couple months of school, and I can work and do whatever, in the meantime, and kind of like get my mind right after literally taking, I took probably like 80 something units since transferring to the school last fall. So yeah, I think I do need a break. So yeah, I'm still waiting on a response from the school that I applied to in Utah. This school in particular starts in February, so if I get into that school, I would definitely take it because my documents and everything will already be in, and my final grades will be in by the 3rd week of January. So I would definitely meet the deadline with that. So if I do get into that school, I will definitely go so I can start as soon as possible. But either way, whether I start in February or May, I still finish in 2019, and there's really no rush. Even though I've been trying to rush, there really is no rush. So I have to like remember that. So yeah, I'm super excited. The program is, I think I already said, it's 16 months. Initially, I was going to apply for 12-month programs, but everyone was telling me, like, do not do that because they are way too much, way too rigorous. And at least with the 16-month program, I get a longer break, I think, in the summer. So it all works out. So like I said, waiting on another school in Utah for February, and since I have to wait until May now to start the school in Indiana, I've been kind of thinking like maybe I should apply for schools in California. Not only would this be better because I'd be local, I won't have to like go out of state and pay out of state fees and stuff, but if I go to school in California, then I won't have to worry about getting an endorsement or taking the board exam twice just to be able to practice in California. So I'm definitely probably going to apply to like 1 or 2 schools in California for the May start just to see what happens, because it would just be a better situation for me. But if I don't get in anywhere else, then I will just start the program in Indiana. And the benefit about the program in Indiana, one thing I really like is that they have the nurse anesthesia program that I wanted to do after. That's definitely something I wanted to specialize in afterwards. Like after doing this program, I wanted to go and get my master's in nursing so I could be a nurse practitioner with a specialty in either anesthesia or oncology. So, but I'm leaning more towards anesthesia. So I'm glad the school has that program, and the school just started their doctorate program, which I'm also interested in doing. Like obviously not right after my master's, but at some point in my life. So it all works out in the end. I'm just blessed to be able to get into a school on my first try because apparently that is really like very, very rare. I was expecting to spend a couple years honestly applying. So yeah, the school I got into in Indiana, it did not require the T's, so your acceptance is basically just on your GPA, your prerequisite GPA, your recommendations, your personal statements and everything. But the school that I want to go to in Utah, they're really T's heavy. Like 90% of you 90% of you getting accepted is based on your T score. So I plan on retaking the T's next month so that I can try my best to place in advanced. So at least I know that if I place in advanced, then I'm like pretty much in the school. So I'm definitely going to try that out. Yeah, I'm going to keep you guys updated on everything else that happens. But like I said, I'm super excited. I've worked really, really hard for this, for the past 2 years after I finally decided to get into the nursing field. So yeah, like I said, keep your head up. Don't feel bad if a school rejects you. That doesn't mean that you are. There was a little quote that someone said, just because you weren't accepted doesn't mean you're not acceptable. So you have to, I know that was corny, but you have to stay positive. You have to keep working hard. You just have to remember that you're competing with people that, have excelled in everything. So you have to make yourself excel in everything and be really competitive because it's not easy. So I'm super excited to start this journey. Like I said, I wasn't happy initially about having to start in May, but it is way more practical and way more better for me because the program is like, it's going to be nothing that I've ever experienced. So I think it is better to not just jump straight into it after graduating. If you have any questions about the school that I got into or any of the other schools that I applied to, then definitely comment below. So yeah, thanks for watching.